Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Hazel. I'm gonna do a small tutorial today and teach you guys how I do my everyday makeup routine. Now this is like my makeup, no makeup. So meaning I don't do as many steps as I usually do, but I still want to look somewhat put together. So this is my like everyday makeup look. So I already have all my skincare on. That's definitely something that I never skip. Even if I'm gonna be at home and not do anything, I still do my morning skincare and my night skincare. I think that it's crucial, especially for your skin. For any makeup application, the most important thing is how your makeup is going to lay on your skincare. Okay, so first things first, I start off by priming. I love this Laura Mercier oil-free primer. I have more combination skin, so on my T-zone, I do tend to get a little bit more oily, and I do have dry spots. I love this one because all of her primers are water-based. They don't have any silicone, so they really don't clog your pores, I find. So a little bit goes a long way with it. When it does come out, it has like a kind of like a green consistency. Her other ones, the one that's not oil free, the other one is completely white. So I just like to apply it all over, go through. If there is days that I feel that my pores are a little bit bigger than usual, I will go with this one from Smashbox. I don't love to use it just because it does have silicone, but if I feel that my pores are a little bit bigger than usual, then it's definitely something that I use. Other note, Laura Mercier's, all of her primers, they are water-based. You can use another one on top of it. I know a lot of them that usually aren't water-based and they're silicone-based. You could only use like one of it and that is it. Like you can't use another one, but since it's water-based, I'm able to go with the Smashbox one on top of it, and it's not going to alternate how it wears. Now I spot conceal. I love ColourPop's concealer. I think they're really good, very affordable. I think that they have a really good color range. It's really difficult for me to find shades that work with my skin tone since I'm not like super light or super dark or super yellow or super orange. It's like I'm this weird in between color, so it's really difficult for me to find shades. But this one I really like. So I like to spot conceal first. And with concealer, if you let it sit for a little bit, it ends up getting a little bit more coverage. So anywhere that I have a little bit of redness or unwelcome friends that I like to call, I'll conceal those too. And I get a little bit of redness on my cheeks. So I like to go in with a little bit of that. So like I said, I do like to let it set for a minute or two. I don't have a fan. I'm not that freaking cool yet. You know, maybe eventually I'll get a little fan. For now, I use my hands. It works. Whatevs. I have a blender here. I don't know what brand this one is, to be quite honest with you. I don't know why it's shaped like this and it's black. Please excuse my ratchet nails. This quarantine life it's life, guys. But yeah, I don't know why this is black, but it's black. So I like to blend out the areas where I don't need as much coverage first, so I could let the rest of them set. And I really like this concealer also because even though I let it set for a little bit, it still blends in really nicely. A lot of concealers, once you let them set, like they're done, so you're not able to get that movement. With this one, I'm still able to get the movement that I need. So for me, the one that I'm trying to conceal the most is this pigmentation that I have right over here. I had I gave myself an extraction and it wasn't ready to be extracted, so that's why I got hyperpigmentation from it. It's fine, it's fine, it happens. It'll go away over time, it's all right. Next, I am going in with e.l.f.'s Hydrating Camo Concealer in Medium Peach. I do have the one that is matte. However, since I do have more combination skin and my skin is maturing, I find that I want stuff that's a little bit more hydrating. So I put this one just where I usually highlight, very minimum since we are doing a no makeup look. I don't want it to be too overpowering or anything like that. See how it looks pretty bright, but once I blend it into my skin, it melts pretty nicely. And I do like to do my whole eye just because I find that it gives me that whole brightness as opposed to it just being down here. How's everyone doing during this coronavirus quarantine life? Is everyone doing okay? Especially mentally. Are you guys doing okay? Times are tough, guys, but we're all in it together. We're all going through it. All right, so that it blended in. Nothing too crazy. All right, next step, I'm gonna set under my eyes first. I'm going in with Laura Mercier's Secret Brightening Powder in shade number 1. She does have a shade number 2 as well, which I could use for my skin tone because it meshes pretty well with my skin tone. But I just have number 1 on hand, so I'm gonna use this one for now. I like using Tati's Blendiful to set. Shout out to one of my sister-in-laws for getting it for me. So I like to work from the outside going in, because that way you kind of confuse your fine lines into where to set. Because if you just go in setting this way, naturally that's where your fine line goes. So if you set going in first, you're gonna confuse your fine lines into where to set. So just pouncing back and forth, confusing my fine line so that it doesn't know where to set. And I find that that gives you the most flawless. Now I am going in with Laura Mercier's Smooth Finishing Foundation Powder in shade number 10. This does come with a sponge, but I personally don't like to use a sponge. I like to use her powder brush. So it's this dense one. It's a little dirty, you know, it's mine. This one's my personal one. Don't come for me, okay? So I like to tap it in straight into the skin as opposed to giving it more of a sweeping motion. By tapping it straight into the skin, it's gonna give you the most coverage. If you guys notice, I'm not going around my eyes since I did set that already and I like that brightness. I'm not gonna set under my eyes since we want that brightness. Don't forget to do a little bit of your neck. When you put on makeup on your face, it naturally changes the texture of your skin. So you want that whole same texture to go throughout your neck and obviously the same shade. How are we looking, guys? How are we looking? All right, next I am going in with Matte Radiance Baked Powder in number 4 from Laura Mercier. I have a lot of Laura Mercier products. I really enjoy her products. I love it. So I like, on my no makeup days, I like to bronze with a more fluffy brush, like skunk brush, dual fiber brush. I like this one. I like Laura Mercier's ones also. This one's a small one from what's her name? Sonia Kashuk. It's a small travel one. So I like to use this on my no makeup days, this kind of brush, because I find that it gives me the least amount of product going into the skin and I don't want to look overly done. So just give me a sweep of shade. And I do like to go in with a smaller brush to hit a little bit of my nose, just on the sides, not like really contour, but just to give me that warmth. And I like to connect it into my eye. Use that same shade to give me a little bit of depth. Next, I am going in with another Laura Mercier product. This one cracked on me, but I kind of saved it with alcohol. This is the blush Fresco. It's my favorite shade she has. And for blush, especially on my no makeup days, I like to apply it up here as opposed to right here, because right here is going to give me that elevated look that I am going for. So right up here. And then with whatever's left over, I will sweep through the rest of my face, but I focus most of the coverage and color at the top of my cheekbones, and I'll sweep over my eyelids to give me a little bit of color and to make it seem like I put shadow but without actually putting shadow on. Right. Next is brows. If you guys know me, you guys know how much I love brows. I love doing brows on people, my own brows. Brows are my thing. I like to go in with a L'Occitane soap. I do use a spoolie. My spoolie's already wet. I just put it under the water. You could damp it with like a spray bottle or anything like that if you have that, but I'll do another tutorial of in-depth of brows and how I like to do them, but this is just a rundown of my everyday. But even for my everyday makeup look, I don't like to skip brows. I know that some people are okay with it, like just using a setting gel, but not I. And with the same brush, I'll just pull down any hairs that I might have pulled up too much. All right, next I am going in with Ultra Define Brow Defining Pencil. This is from Benefit. I honestly am not sure. Oh, this is number 3. I was gonna say I'm not sure what shade it is, but it's shade number 3. This is the one that I like to use for my no makeup days because it's not that dark and I don't really want to define my brows too much since I don't have heavy shadow on. I still want them to look pretty natural. So see, filled in, not filled in. It's not too much of a difference, but this is like, I feel put together. I feel like I did something to my brows. All right, next I like to line the top of my lash line. Very, very minimal, nothing crazy. I do like Kat Von D's tattoo liner a lot. This is just a small travel one. I like this small travel one because I have a little bit more control. Girl, my nails are ratchet. Quarantine, I'm telling you. So just right there, you guys can see the difference. It just looks a little bit more defined. So just that. I don't go in all the way. I just do the outer part of my eye to make my lash line look a little bit fuller. Now I'm gonna curl. Oh wait, let me start with this one because I put this one on first, so this one's already a little bit drier. I don't know where this lash curler is from, to be honest with you. It's like so old. And I've tried other ones. I've tried the Shiseido one. I don't like it. I've tried the Laura Mercier one. I don't like it. I've tried so many other ones, and that's the one that works the best. But anyways, now I'm going to go in with a little bit of mascara. This one is from Tarte. This is my absolute most favorite mascara of life. This one is Lights Camera Lashes. Does anyone know if this packaging changed? Because I went into Ulta recently and I saw that now the packaging is yellow. And I was confused. Like, did you guys change the packaging? Is it a different formula? I'm confused. I need answers. Oh, just one coat, nothing crazy. And whatever's left over, I just hit the bottom of my lash line. And that's it. All right, last but not least is lip liner. This one is from Morphe. It's gotten so small. I have so many of them, but I refuse to let them go even if they look this small. This is my absolute most favorite color. It's Coffee and Kissy. I love this color. Now I am going to go in with a Dose of Colors. This one is from, I think it's from the Desi X Katie collection, if I'm not mistaken. I think. I'm pretty sure, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. But this is in the color My Main. I love this color. I only prop it in the middle of it. Not in the middle, in the center of my lips. And just blend that in with my finger. So this is my usual everyday makeup look. There is days if I'm feeling extra for whatever reason, I will go in with a highlight in my inner corner and on my cheekbones, but it's not something that I do every single day. That's just if I have like extra time in my hands and yeah, if I want like an extra glow. But for usual everyday, this is my look. Nothing crazy. So yeah, guys, this is my everyday makeup look. You guys let me know if you have any questions, if I didn't hit a product in depthly and you guys want to know what it is, just let me know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. I am an open book. Yeah, come back. I'll see you guys soon. Be safe. There's helicopters going around. Weird.